like that. Of course, he'd rather we didn't. Not that we aren't pretty good at ferreting out lawbreakers. But he's afraid we'll get hurt. Like when that feller busted out of jail over in Waterford and we nearly got shot. Of course, nearly don't count. But Pop was sure scared, and he got so mad, he told us to keep our noses out of his affairs. You take care of the house, Corky, he said. That's your job. I'll take care of the sheriff. Well, it wasn't our fault we got mixed up with the Durango dude. And boy, is he a bad one. But I better tell you a little bit about it and some of the things that happened. And you can see for yourself why it wasn't our fault. It all started over in Glen Ford. That's the next town to ours. It was the day the dude and his pal held up the bank. They caught his pal, but the dude got away and headed for Beaumont. That's when Papa was called in on the job.
White Stetson, huh? It sounds like it might have been the Durango dude.
Me and White Shadow were on our way out to Uncle Dan's. It was his birthday, and we were going to have a surprise party for him. That's how we happened to meet up with the dude. But that was later. Uncle Dan's my best friend. He's everybody's friend, I guess. The little wild animals who live in the forest all love him because he's so kind and gentle and friendly. Even Duchess, his pet coyote, and old blabbermouth Gabby, who's always sticking his long nose into everybody's business and spoiling everything. And Snitch, he's a little thief. I had baked a birthday cake with lots and lots of chocolate frosting on it. And while we were eating it, the dude rode into the woods. He was wearing a fancy white Stetson. That's why they called him the dude, because he was always duded up. But he had fainted on account of being shot and didn't even know that he had lost his beautiful hat. And that's what started all the trouble. Of course, I didn't know it then, because we were having such a good time at the party. How about a little song, Uncle Dan?
All right.
Out in the woods where the township ends, Uncle Dan has lots of friends. He will never be alone, 'cause he knows the skunk that he calls alone. Uncle Dan, happy man in his easy-going way. One of his friends that you ought to know is an owl named Cicero. He can give such good advice when he hoots that you better listen twice. Uncle Dan, happy man in his easy-going way. Out in the woods where the coyotes howl, Uncle Dan just loves to prowl. He will never be alone, for the birds and the squirrels like to take him home. Uncle Dan, happy man in his easy-going way. When Uncle Dan has to go to town, you'll see lightning coming round, ambling at his burro speed, and that's as fast as a man could need. Uncle Dan, happy man in his easy-going way. Out in the woods where the chipmunks live, Uncle Dan has lots to give. He can tame an ornery fox when he plays away on his old sleeve box. Uncle Dan, happy man in his easy-going way. In his easy-going way. In his easy-going way. Well, you've seen what a wonderful time we had at the party. Now I'd like to show you just a glimpse of what happened afterwards. By this time, Pop and his men were hot on the dude's trail.
Well, I'll be doggone.
Oh, but it was me and White Shadow on our way home from the party who found the dude.
Come on, put your arm around me. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. That's it. Now, hold still, Lightning. Hold still, boy. Here we go. There you are. Up you go. Come on. Get your aim slowly, you hear me? All right, come on. Come on. That's it.
We took him back to Uncle Dan's cabin to fix up his wound. We figured he was just a nice young man who had been accidentally shot while he was out hunting, maybe. But we sure found out different. And he, the dude I mean, used me for a shield when Pop walked into his trap and grabbed his horse and got away. Then the dude found his own horse wandering around in the woods and buried the saddlebags so he wouldn't get caught with the evidence on him. A smart outlaw ought to know better than to bury his loot with a thieving little old bear cub like Snitch around.